Once again, you are welcome to Evangelist Inyimakalu TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. I am your serviceable servant, Evangelist Inyimakalu. Real quick, I want to speak on this topic. Whoever marries a good wife marries a good thing. Whoever marries a good wife marries a good thing. Previously, I have made 2 videos which are relational to this particular video. The first one is men's benefit in marriage, the topic of the video I've made previously, while the second one with the topic I can just last week is also about marriage. Okay, marriage is an achievement. Marriage is an achievement. Okay, they say, that is it. Sorry, forgive me for the topic of the second video is, they say marriage is not an achievement. Yes, that is the exact topic. I made the video last weekend. So, putting the previous 2 videos together and how this one has also come up as a follow-up video is the reason of some men having begun to make counter videos trying to debunk my teachings on the 2 videos. Men's benefit in marriage. They say marriage is not an achievement. So it happened that just the same last weekend, I came across few videos made by different men, and their reason is that they can't understand the benefits of men in marriage. And their second reason is that marriage is not truly an achievement as they are being told, as we are trying to convince them. Then what is their reason to say this? The video, according to the videos I have watched, they are still, all of them are pointing to the same reason. The same reason is that, and the title of this video, this particular one that made me to come up with this particular topic is, the man who made this video, in that video says, they said that whoever finds a wife finds a good thing. He's a married man. But he cannot really understand the truthfulness of that statement quoted from the Bible. How can it be true? And according to him, his wife mismanages funds. His wife does not know how to manage money. If he leaves money in his wife's hand, the money will be mismanaged. And his wife is a kind of a wife that lives a competitive life. Whatever she sees her friend have, she wants to have, whether her husband can afford it or not, whether the thing is important or not, it doesn't matter. It is all about showing off, trying to prove to others that she really belongs, or she is up to, or her husband can equally afford it to her, just as the husbands of others can do the same. So there are many reasons this man had given, and all of them pointing to negative attitude of the wife she had married. Also, there are unfaithful women, unfaithfulness relating to marital infidelity. Some women who are in marriage, yet they go to other men to have sex, adultery, marital infidelity. There are too many reasons to talk about, but I am not going to begin to point or pinpoint on those reasons or unfaithfulness one by one. But I am making this video to affirm. This is an affirmative video to what I have presented. As you know, I am a human capital developer. I am a custodian of Christianity, and I am an evangelical author. All my teachings is about development, human development. Every teaching you see me make in this platform is all about human development, bit by bit, segment by segment, section by section, chapter by chapter, part by part, step by step, principle by principle, and the human beings are being transformed stage by stage, and they are fully developed according to whosoever that will agree with me and begin to apply the principle. So my point on this video is about affirming my teachings on the benefits of men's benefits in marriage, though not only men, both the men and women. Then marriage is an achievement, and nobody can debunk what I have said about it. So this video is not about contention, it is about a clarification. I'm doing it as an affirmative video to clarify people more and more, to bring a perfect understanding to those who will be truthful about it. So I will start to say that many married men are not married to wives. Many married men are not married to wives. They are married to women. There are great differences between wives and women. There are great differences between a wife and a woman. A man can marry a woman believing that he had married a wife. Also, a woman can marry a man believing that she had married a husband, until they will begin to move and go on and stay into that marriage, when the real personality of that person will begin to manifest. The person will now begin to understand the realities of life. And many people will begin to be confused. And that is the reason some of them have said marriage is not an achievement. That is the same reason some of them have said there is no benefit for men in marriage. While on the contrary, some women are saying there are no benefit for the women in marriage. Some men say that marriage is not an achievement. Some women say marriage is not an achievement. Some men say that men does not benefit anything in marriage. Some women say that men do not benefit anything in marriage. Then does it mean that there is no benefit in marriage? The answer is always like all of us know. Then what we ask ourselves, who truly benefits from the marriage? If only the woman in marriage benefits and the man does not benefit, there is something is wrong in that marriage. If only the man benefits and the woman does not benefit in that marriage, something is also wrong in that marriage. But in a balanced marriage, the two of them benefit. The two of them benefit in a balanced marriage. And that is when marriage becomes an achievement. Then this topic is, whosoever marries a wife marries a good thing. A wife is a good thing. Any woman who is not good in marriage is not a wife. This is my key point. Any man who is not good in marriage is not a husband. The bad woman in marriage is just a woman, not a wife. The bad man in marriage is just a man and not a husband. So where people miss it is because they put together, they can't differentiate between a woman and a wife. At the same time, many people cannot differentiate between a man and a husband. That is what makes me different. because I am able to differentiate between the two. Between a man and a husband, I am also able to differentiate between a wife and a woman. That does not mean that I may not even make mistake to marry a woman in form of a wife. For one reason or the other, I may be lied to. Some things may be hidden from me. Some secret may be kept, and I will make mistake of marrying a woman in form of a wife. Yet I will always discover that and maintain my standard. Marriage is an achievement. Marriage, there are benefits in marriage. Then also, whosoever marries a wife marries a good thing. So if I make mistake of marrying a woman in form of wife, it means that I have not married a wife. I am marrying a woman. So it is an error. But if I marry a wife, that it means it definitely means that I marry a good thing. If a wife marries a husband, she marries a good thing. A woman can be a wife and make the mistake of marrying a man instead of marrying a husband. So I am not trying to be gender specific. It is a vice versa affair. The man can be a problem in the marriage, even while blaming the woman at times. While the woman can be the problem in the marriage and be blaming the man. It happens, and all of us know it. In some cases, the two of them are the problems. Nobody truly understands himself, not to talk of understanding another. None of them is self-discipline in some cases. I have explained that it takes two self-disciplined people, two self-disciplined couple, a man and a woman who are self-disciplined, who understand the purpose of marriage, and they go into the marriage to observe that purpose of marriage, being self-disciplined. And it is based on these two factors that the two can be faithful to each other. And that their faithfulness to each other will just seal the progress and the success of that marriage. Before I read, remember my book. Remember my book. So this is the reason I do what I do, documenting these lectures. Anybody who wants to become a virtuous man, anybody who wants to become a virtuous woman, anybody who wants to become a virtuous boy, a virtuous girl, should have the knowledge of the content of this book and begin to practice them. So, virtuous wife and virtuous husbands are not made from heaven and sent to earth. They live with us here on earth. They are the few minority. What makes them virtuous is what they possess inside of them. The quality they possess inside of them. The behavioral, the mental, the attitudinal, the habitual modesty they possess, even the oral modesty they possess. All of these things put together are the things that make them virtuous. And in this book, they are all explained in different dimensions. It is a 40-chaptered book. It is a 40-chaptered book. This book is qualified to be the world constitution. The world constitution to building the tranquil society all over the world, all over the places that humans reside. This book is supposed to be the world constitution. With the content of this book, I can develop the entire world. I can develop the entire world. I mean all of the humans, including the presidents, the governors, all of the politicians, all of the businessmen put together. I can develop all of human beings if they give me the opportunity to display. I really mean business. So, let me read. Let me read. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. I'm reading from ESV, English Standard Version. Then, Proverbs chapter 12 verse 4. An excellent wife is the crown of her husband, but she who brings shame is like rottenness in his bone. Proverbs chapter 11 verse 16 to 18. A gracious woman gets honor, and violent men get riches. A man who is kind benefits himself, but a cruel man hurts himself. The wicked earn deceptive wages, but one who sows righteousness gets a sure reward. Now let me conclude. Let me analyze and conclude. You see, a wife is not just any woman. A wife material. When we are talking about a wife, whoever finds a wife, the Bible does not say whoever finds a woman. So whoever finds a wife, whoever marries a wife, not whoever finds a woman, not whoever marries a wife. A wife is a virtuous woman. In the future, by the grace of God, in the future, I will write a book relating to the virtuous woman. In that book, I will explain all of the qualities of a virtuous woman. And I may combine it with the virtuous man and explain all of the qualities. And when you read the book, then the book will, as soon as you see a person and the person displays, you begin to identify the kind of person he or she is by their character, by their fruits we shall know them. This is biblical wisdom that is not common in the world. It is not even given. It is not even obtained in the academic centers. It is only obtained through the word of God. By their fruits you shall know them. Now, okay, let me continue. Any woman, that is the female gender of humanity. In the beginning, God made them male and the female. Any woman, let me say, any adult woman, permit me to use from 18 years and upward. Any woman, any man, or any boy, or any girl, any young woman, any middle adult woman, any advanced adult woman or man can have sex. Any young man can impregnate a woman, any young woman can get pregnant and give birth to a child or children, depending on how often they continue. So giving birth to 1, 2, 3, or 4, or less or more. So anybody who can impregnate a woman is a man. Anybody from 18 years, let me say young men or boys, but let me generalize them with the word man. Anybody who is up to impregnating a woman to have a child is a man. But that does not make the person a husband. That does not make the person a husband. Because as I speak, there are men who are up to 17 years old, but they are not husbands. In the sense that they do not possess the quality of a husband. The quality of a husband is lacking in them. There are women who are up to 70 years old in this world, yet they are not wives. Some of them are in marriage, but they are not wives. Some of them are divorcee, they are not wives. Some of them are single mothers, they are not wives. Some of them are widows, they are not wives. Some men are widowers, they are not wives. Single father, they are not husbands. Single fathers, they are not husbands. In marriage, but they are up to 70 years. I want to just use 70 years and below. Some people had even lived out through their life, stayed up to 100 years and above. They stayed in marriage, but they were not truly husband because the qualities of the husband are not in them. I will not begin to explain all of those qualities, but I'm just hitting at the key points. Some people make the mistake of marrying a woman with the expectation of marrying wives. A man can make a mistake of marrying a woman with the expectation of marrying a wife. And when the person does not know this reality, the person can continue to believe that he had married a wife. And while in the reality, the person is married to a woman. The woman can be a wife and make the mistake of marrying a man with the expectation that she had married a husband, because she expects that the man should be playing the role of a husband, while the man can never play that role, and it may happen that the man does not even have the quality to play that role. So these are the things that confuse people. They begin to wonder, is marriage actually an achievement? Is there really benefits? Because I'm not talking about when the wife is selfish. I'm talking about a true wife. And the husband is not doing what he's supposed to do in marriage. Not that life had happened to that husband, but because he is not matured and he cannot discipline himself to play the part of a husband. The man is not a husband, but he is a man. If it is the woman that misbehaves, the woman is not a wife, but she is a woman. Women give birth. Even mad women get pregnant and they give birth. I'm not trying to make mockery of them, but I'm just using them as a point of illustration. A mad woman is mentally sick, and a mad woman it cannot be a wife with her mental state until she recovers. If she can be healed, if she can be cured, and she will fully recover. And with the quality, even after recovering, if she does not have the quality of wife as in character-wise, otherwise, she can also not be a wife. But what I mean is that any adult woman can get pregnant and give birth to children. And if anybody make the mistake of marrying a mad person, maybe he does not know that the person is mad, maybe because it's occasional madness, maybe that is seasonal, that happen in a 3 or 4 months period in every year, and the person happen to all of a sudden meet with the person without knowing and get married to that person, and when the madness will begin to manifest. So the person had made the mistake of marrying a woman. As far as that woman is mad, she's not a wife. If it is a man that is mad as well, and the woman make the mistake of marrying, the man is not a husband. So it is not everybody that should marry. There should be some condition people will be in life, they will not marry. But many people will use sentiment, use emotion, use deception, and use lust to get married to them, and begin to blame marriage, and begin to blame the wisdom of God regarding to marriage, and begin to blame our teaching, while it is them that are confused in life. Many people do not know what they want. Many people do not know what they want. What moves them are superficial things, while they miss the reality. Many people chase shadow when they are choosing their life partner as in husband or in wife. I know that nobody is above mistake, but when somebody is so conscious, even when the mistake happens, you can quickly use damage control to recover and begin afresh, even though there will be losses. But the losses and the error will not linger. So that is the reason it is important for us to be mentally prepared. Many people are not mentally prepared before they go into marriage. So it is about knowing the woman who is a wife, the man who is a husband. Whoever marries a wife marries a good thing. In reality, whoever marries a husband marries a good thing. A wife is a woman who has the positive mindset, positive attitude, positive behavior, positive ambition. Obligatorily, the person must be self-contented, self-disciplined, and faithful. These are the major things about a wife. Also, the man should also meet these standards to be a husband. Any man who cannot meet this standard is still a man. And a man is not matured for marriage. It doesn't matter whether this person is 50 years old, whether the person is 60 years old, whether the person is 40 years old, it doesn't matter. A man is not matured for marriage, but a husband is matured for marriage. A woman is not matured for marriage, but a wife is matured for marriage. Many people do not know that there are different kinds of women. So they think that any woman who can have sex with them and give birth to children, and maybe the woman is sexually attractive, that is the wife for them. That is where many people miss it. Many women also are moved by the superficial things they see in a man, or the class of a man, or whatever, and they miss it. But when they face the reality and meet this reality, then they will begin to enjoy marriage. What is your contribution into that marriage, you as a man? Are you playing your part well? You as a woman, are you playing your part well? It takes the two of you playing your part well for that marriage to be successful. Whoever marries a wife marries a good thing in reality. Whoever marries a husband marries a good thing. So, but if you make the mistake of marrying a man in the stead of a husband, you have missed it. If you make the mistake of marrying a woman in the stead of a wife, you have also missed it. May God bless you until I come your way once again. Bye for now. I am your serviceable servant, Evangelist Inyima Carlo.